Okay, so it's time for an initial ride report of the 2022 Honda CRF250RX. Came out to the desert. There's still a lot of snow. I don't know how well you can see, but it's really mucky out in the trees. So I just kind of found a couple of like little almost turn track things that I was playing on with the bike today. And because I have the 450 version of this bike, and that's all I've ridden, I got on the bike, and as you're sitting there, you're like, oh my goodness, it looks and feels just like the 450, and then you turn the throttle and you're like, wait, where's the power? And so for just a sec, for the first couple minutes, I had to get over that, because you kind of get used to the power of the 450, and you jump down to this. And obviously it's not there. The power isn't there, but the suspension, the forks, the cornering, this is a cornering demon. And that's the thing I love about the 250s, is just how well they corner and how much confidence they give you. There was a couple little things that I was doing out here, and I'm telling you, there's no way that I would have been able to do it as smoothly. Not that I'm smooth or not that I'm good or anything, but there's no way that I'd have been able to do it as smoothly if I would have had the 450 version here with me. So there's some definite advantages, as I've said all along, for a 250. That being the case, I can tell you right off the bat, I don't know how much time how many motor hours I put on today. So I put on 1.3 hours on the bike. Check out that view. I've got 1.3 hours, because I put an hour meter on this right down here. So I put on 1.3 hours today, because it had 0 when I came out. And what can I tell you about the difference between the 450 and the 250 from just today? Well, if you're just gonna go out and rip wide open desert stuff, I can see why you'd want the 450. If you're gonna have to do tighter stuff, and just a wider variety of things, I mean, the 250 is gonna offer some serious advantages. If you're gonna do like a tight turn track, kind of like what I was doing today, just practicing, and I was just trying to like knock the dust off of my... I'm having trouble hearing you. My goodness, sorry. my watch. No, I can't say it again. I got the stupid Apple Watch, and it's trying to I don't know why it thinks I'm talking to it. But anyway, if I'm gonna be doing like today, just doing some cornering stuff, the 250 is the way to go, for sure. If you're just gonna come out and try to knock dust off and work on your technique and work on your cornering, the 250 is the way to go. Now, I need to go home and figure out the map switch. I think I was just playing with it just a little bit, and I think I have it. I think I have it sorted out. What the map switch? It seems like there's 3 different maps. Like you've got 1 flashing blue, 2 flashing blues, 3 flashing blues. I think I have that figured out which one I like the best. I think 3 flashing is the hotter one.
It's confirmed. 3 flashes is the aggressive setting. I feel so vindicated by that's what I felt on the bike, and then I come home and I check it out, and it's like, yep, mode 3. That's the one I like.
But I don't know. Like I swear, it's maybe a little bit. This motor, this 250 doesn't feel like. It feels like it pulls hard, kind of down, hardish down in the mid-range, or the low end and the mid-range, and it kind of signs off, and there isn't much on the top end. Whereas like on the Yamaha and on the Kawi, and again, I had the Yamaha 250FX in 2020 and the Kawi in 2021, felt like those bikes pulled a little more, a little higher, a little longer. I'm not sure this one pulls as hard once you get past the mid-range as the Yami and the Kawi. But the frame feels really settled. The brakes feel good. You know, so you've got a mechanical clutch on. Excuse me, sorry. You've got a mechanical clutch on this. Versus on the Kawi, I had the hydraulic clutch. I guess it was mechanical. I guess it was the cable clutch on the Yamaha as well. But it's funny because you get a hydraulic clutch on the 450 version of this bike, but you get the cable version on this bike. Let me just flip this around for you. These are the frame guards that I took off the 450. I ordered some other frame guards for this, so I'll have red frame guards probably for the 250. But got her a little bit muddy today. I've got the SXS skid plate on there, and then I did the Cherubies frame guards just like I did on the 450. And then I went to lock-on grips. These are ODI lock-on grips with Acerbi's grip armor open, grips, because I get the open end grips, and then I put these the bar ends on there. These are Dingo Racing fork guards. I love these things. That way, if you take a digger or something, you're not going to bend up your fork tubes. It comes stock with the front rotor guard, which is pretty cool. And then the only other thing that I've done, other than I went tubeless, so I changed to my review tires, VE33S Gakota. It's the IRC VE33S Gakota. On the front, it's a Bridgestone M59. I know these tires very, very well, and so I typically have been putting these on as my review tires on bikes. On this one, I went with the Tusk, the Tusk disc guard on the rear from Rocky Mountain ATV. Same thing on the 450. And then obviously you can see I've got my hour meter wire up in there, up on the spark plug wire. But that's it. So, I mean, the only thing that the bike has on that's aftermarket is the skid plate. It's the SXS skid plate that covers the linkage. You've got the disc guard down there and then grips. I mean, that's it. So it's set up the exact same way as the 450. Everything's the same. So it's going to be really fun to keep playing with these. And what I'm really looking forward to, and I've said it probably 100 times already, I'm really looking forward to getting both bikes out at the same place. I could have done it today, but I was just kind of in a hurry. But get both bikes out in the same place, and then just go back to back to back with both the 450 and the 250, and just spend, an hour going back and forth and back and forth. Spend a few hours going back and forth, and that'll be super cool. I'm looking forward to that. So if you want to support Dirt Bike Channel, the best thing you can do right now, if it's still in the month of March, you can go to my website, dirtbikechannel.com, and you can grab yourself some gear. Like I have hats like this. I have shirts that have Dirt Bike Channel stuff on it. This shirt doesn't have anything on it. But I've got tie downs like right here. These are tie downs that are Dirt Bike Channel tie downs. I've got those over on my website. I've got all that stuff on my website at dirtbikechannel.com. And if you're doing it here in the month of March, it will enter you to win the 2022 GasGas EC 300, as well as the KTM 65 SX. If you don't want to buy something off my website, you can always use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV. Anything they sell, you click on my link for Rocky Mountain ATV, you go to my website, dirtbikechannel.com, you click to shop Rocky Mountain ATV, or you can look at it in the YouTube video, in the descriptions of the YouTube videos. After you click that link for Rocky Mountain ATV, you can buy anything they sell. And it gives a kickback to me. It also gets you entered into the sweepstakes for the bikes. When we're doing sweepstakes like here in the month of March, it gives you entries. You might as well get entries, and you can do that as much as you want. So that would be very, very helpful. I also have donations on PayPal that you can do, or Patreon. It all helps, and that's how these bike reviews are funded. And this will be a sweepstakes bike later in the year, maybe June-ish. I can't decide if I'm going to do the 450 and the 250 together in June, which I likely will. But anyway, so that's what's going on. So thank you so much. I had a lot of fun on this bike, just not even going very far from the truck. I haven't stayed this close to the truck for a long, long time, but I still had fun, came out here, worked on some skills, and that was fun. So 250RX, love it. So thanks for watching, and leave a single track.